America, Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes. Woo!
Yeah.
And all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes. Dr. D, looking good today. What tee are we sporting underneath that little, not just a black flat tee? That's not good tee.
Actually, it's paint.
Is it just paint? No, really. Painted tee. That's what we got on. We did a little painting over the weekend. We covered it up with a painted t-shirt. How you doing, dude?
I am doing very well. Here we are heading into the end of September.
Nice.
Unbelievable. And what would be most believable is if the weather would cooperate. It keeps going up and down and up and down.
I know, you can't tell, huh?
I just are you kidding? Although I have to say that we are still getting marine layer up on the hill, and we've had 49 degrees in the morning. And it's been very nice.
Nice.
Very nice. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Beautiful. I love it. October is like almost, what day is today? I don't even know.
It is the 27th.
27th all day.
2/7.
Yeah, I think it's going to get I think it's going to be dropped down October. What do you think? No? Cold? No? You're not feeling it? It's been kind of like misty. Like we've had our days. I don't know.
What I find fascinating is that we have had marine layer pretty consistent.
Right.
All the way through August. And now through September, I think it will continue in October.
Right.
I also think we will get the rain. The rain will come.
Yeah, hopefully.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. That'll be nice.
Bring it.
This is the weather report from Teen Sports Radio.
Terri Cooper, Dr. Energy. How you doing, T?
I'm doing absolutely terrific.
Looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could tell.
16 pounds. Weight Watchers.
16 pounds.
As my ex-boyfriend used to say, it's like throwing a chair off the Queen Mary, but it's a start.
That's awesome.
But you don't ever want to find that chair again.
No.
Awesome.
So don't lose it. Get rid of it.
Oh, I am. And I got rid of him, too.
Now, that's like getting rid of the bow.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's funny.
He bowed out.
So what's going on? You got stuff to share with? What's going on?
I do. You know, I want to talk a little bit about water.
Okay.
That's always a good thing to talk about.
That's going to do that after break, because that sounds like that's going to be a big discussion.
It's going to be a big, hairy, wet discussion.
Okay, good.
Hairy, wet.
Nice. Yeah, I like it.
And remember, this is a family show.
Yeah,
that's right.
I was talking about dogs, washing dogs.
You're teaching, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I
Talk to
am.
me.
Talk to you?
What are you
now
teaching?
or after the break?
Yeah.
Now?
Now.
Yeah, I have a class coming up November 5th.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'll be teaching woo-woo. Do you know what woo is?
No.
It's metaphysical stuff. I'll be teaching on mediumship.
Ooh.
How to speak to your loved ones who've passed on.
Nice.
Which is one of the things I do on a slow Saturday night. But those classes are always really fun and really engaging and really heartfelt, and people genuinely enjoy them. So I teach that at the Center for Lifelong Learning.
Nice.
And I'd love to see you there, and thank you for letting me speak about it.
Awesome. Of course. Dominique Hackett! What are you doing? Woo!
So I have a quick question for you.
Okay, talk
All right,
to me.
so a glass can hold 8 ounces. It has 4 ounces of water in it. Is the glass half full or half empty?
Full.
Half full. Okay. Do you know that we're applying quantum physics? The way that the observer looks at what they're observing affects the experiment.
Oh.
So you looking at life as though the glass is half full means that you're looking at life as though life is abundant.
That's right. Hello. Yeah.
So the perceiver affects what they're perceiving. And we know this because when we look for electron particles in the electron microscope, if you look for a particle as a wave, you find it as a wave. If you look for it as a particle, it appears as a particle. So we're applying quantum physics when we are looking at life as though the glass is half full.
It's true, though. You know, when you look at, I think actually we have a guest in the house. Hey, you doing, Joe? Joe, owner of Massage Green. I can't even wait till the break to talk to you because you're such the man. Joe Gornall, put your hands together. He has given so much back to the community for not being a Santa Barbarian. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. But I think he told me this once. You basically what you are, you're the average of your 5 closest friends. Am I right? You told me that?
Correct.
See, when I told you what I said, I was going to steal that. You know what I mean? And I like that. When I stopped and I actually thought about it, being now just turned 5'5", and now I don't know why. Maybe 10 other people have said that to me, but when you said it to me and you looked at me, and I'm like, I actually went down the list who I hang out with, and I'm like, okay, check. Man, 9 minus. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I got to get those, half full people. And then when you just do a slide, I mean, you don't dump, but you do a little slide, a little reorg, and it really does change things. I mean, I'm not kidding you. All of a sudden, I don't want to say, oh, the phone's ringing, you're having your best month ever. Well, maybe. But, you don't get stuck in that drama. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of drama. Don't you agree with that?
I agree with that 100%.
That's why you want to open up 30 more massage greens. I like that. That's right.
Yeah.
30 more. I like that.
That's why you have those positive friends. The negativity, do you want to be depressed half the time, and do you want to be up half the time? No, you want to be positive all the time. It's that abundance of life that Dominique just talked about. Very important.
Got to share. Get in there, Dr. Energy.
Yeah, speaking of energy, thought is energy, and everything is made of energy. And when we project positive energy, we attract like energy. So the more we're in an abundance consciousness and a gratitude consciousness, and the more we say yes to half full, the more we get, the more abundance we have.
Right.
That's how it works with energy.
Ooh, Ronnie Shahbazian is in the house. Santa Barbara Riders. What do you say? Are you a half empty guy or half full guy?
I'm half full all the time, maybe 3/4 full. That's why I'm hanging out with you.
There you go.
I just want to say a couple of things. The Veterans Foundation is getting more and more excited about the upcoming event, November the 12th. And we know you're going to be there at the Carriage Museum. We just recently did a chamber mixer, and they unloaded a whole bunch of stuff for us to take to our event. These people in the local businesses just kept bringing up stuff. We had to go get another vehicle to load it up so we can have it for the event.
Nice.
And you're going to be there, and I'm looking forward to a big turnout. We just got the La Boheme dancers are going to be with us this year. They're excited. So, as well as our pinup girl contest and some music. It's going to be a good time had by all, and we're going to raise some money for the veterans, local veterans organizations that we've been benefiting and will continue to benefit.
Thank you. Ronnie! Woo! Santa Barbara Riders! All right. We always do ladies first, and she's like a really very close friend of mine. I make her run around all day today in Santa Barbara, helping me out, covering for me here, supporting Teen Sports Radio. Angela, Bev, and Miller, put your hands together. Okay? Thank you. Woo! In the house, Fairview Gardens.
I got to go to Bishop today, though. I haven't been there in a long time. Nice. Shout out to Bishop. How they're doing great over there. And they're starting a teen sport program, and they started it at lunch today, so that's exciting to be a part of that. But everything at Fairview Gardens is great. We're in holiday planning now, so if anybody wants to have a holiday party out at Fairview Gardens,
how do we
give me a call. You can go on our website at fairviewgardens.org, or you can email me, and it's really simple. It's Angela@fairviewgardens.org.
Nice. So how does that work? Seriously, you do all the food, and then we could bring in all the entertainment. Oh, she's got a little flyer. Okay, host a phone party. Need a perfect setting for your next private party? ? Limited reservations now available for Fairview Gardens Seed House.
Seed House.
What is it? Seed House. Fairview Gardens Seed House. Tell me.
So the Seed House is one of our greenhouses that's on the property, and we've actually turned it into, because it gets darker in the winter, in the evening, so we put a bunch of lights up, and it's beautiful in there, and we can seat about 40 people. You can have your company cocktail party or any kind of party you want there. So that's something that's helping Fairview Gardens be a more sustainable education farm. So by coming and hosting a party there, you're actually helping us to continue education with infant toddlers to college-age students.
Nice.
So
The teen sports.
Brilliant. I know, really. Yeah, the Teen Sports Holiday Party. Absolutely. That's nice. Exactly. Yeah, to get on that Bishop, what we're doing over there is they started a Teen Sports Radio co-host club, and I'm really excited because it's not just for Bishop. Of course, we love all schools, but it's just seated at Bishop, and it's going to encompass all the high schools. So if anybody out there is interested and want to be part of the club, that's just great. And, the biggest perk that you get is that perk with a K. The biggest perk that you get is you get to be on the mic, and it's great college resume stuff, and you get community service hours. So how about that, huh? All right, that's Anna Coronado came up with that brilliant idea, and of course we supported it. And I needed Angela's help because she had my only and last banner left. So I texted her at like 7:30 in the morning, and I'm like, "Woo, help me, please!" And she did it. So thank you so much.
Besides Fairview Gardens, though, I'm also a mom, and we have to multitask. So when you have a son that plays football, basketball, baseball, soccer, and you're running around, someone saying, "Can you drop a banner off?" is like, sure, why not? It's probably on the way somewhere.
Really, I know. I love you. Okay, we've got Massage Green in here. I'm sure I got some kind of coupon I could throw at you. No, okay. Last but never least, Andy Gill is back in the house.
Yeah, it's been
Santa Barbara City College.
It's been a while.
Yes.
I'm officially a month into my new job. It's been about 2 months since I've been here, so I'm happy to be back. And I got some awesome events coming up and some stud basketball players that I want to introduce later. But other than that, the job's going well. I'm seeing a lot of the same students I had at San Marcos that have now transitioned over to the college, so It's a lot of fun. But I don't know. Have you guys seen that big old cruise liner out in the harbor? From Santa Barbara City College, it literally looks like another city. It's huge. So it's a little scary out there. But other than that, the weather's been beautiful. Happy to be back. It's almost basketball season, so I'm starting to get excited.
Nice.
But it's always a good time in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, thank you. And what do you do? We got like 1 minute. I want to extend. I know we said little, but freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, just really mow it down really fast.
Yeah.
We're at the end of September. What do we need to be doing if you're in a grade?
Yeah, let's going back a little bit. So back to some high school counseling. Freshmen they're brand new to high school. Get your feet under yourself. Introduce yourself to some 5 good people. Surround yourself with good people. Get to know your teachers a little better. It's never too late. You're never too early to start on that community service. So as freshmen right now, don't stress out too much. Just try to do well in the first couple months because it's going to really kind of pay off down the line. Sophomores, they're now preparing. So it's almost October. They're preparing for that pre-SAT test, the pre-ACT exam. So that first exam, the college entrance exam, see it for the first time. Never know. Try and score well because as a 10th grader, if you score well, you can actually start getting admissions offers right off the bat. Juniors will be taking it officially this year in October. So that test actually does mean something. Get some scholarship money. Application period is right around the corner. Start applying to colleges for you seniors, and other than that, it's a busy time for everybody. Nice. Everybody's brand new to the school year. Everybody's trying to breathe and do all. It's midterm season, so if you're at the college campus, it's midterm season, and other than that, I mean, everybody's moving. So I think it's very important, like you guys always mention, just slow it down a little bit. Thank everybody at the end of the day, and just keep moving on.
Nice.
So
thank you, Andy Gill. Woo!
Yeah.
All right, hey, let's take a quick little break. This is Erica Salda. It is go time. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. Terri Cooper, where else can you find us? Hurry up, grab a bite. No. Hurry up. Dominique, go.
We have Facebook, Instagram,
Yahoo.
Oh, and
Smoke signals.
smoke signals. I love it. But the internet, teensportsradio.com.
Nice. Thank you so much.
The website's cool now. It's changed.
Yeah. Oh, well, we did a little facelift. 5 years. On schedule for 1.5 million hits.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I can tell you one thing. We're doing a great thing here. AM 1290. We're doing Bishop football Friday night. Thank God. We're not going to get rid of football between Cox not doing the game of the week and 990 deciding not to do football. AM 1290, we stepped up. John Martini, we're following Bishop football, and we've got a lot of I want to call them my local business heroes, and Massage Green is one. All right, and then we have Nothing But Cakes. All right, we got Terri Cooper. Yeah. All right, so we've got a lot of amazing businesses in the house that have supported this, and I'm just really excited. I just don't like wrap my brain around things sometimes, okay? But I really appreciate everybody in the house that's been helping out to make this happen. And we're expecting over 100,000 listeners, so that works out real well. And then the next day, I get like probably 50 to 75 likes because of our participation. So thank you very much, because I'm looking at the producer right here. Woo! That's right. I see you. So he's doing a great job. Thank you very much, Dr. D. You're doing a great job.
You know what's so fun is listening to local kids play a local game. It's just so fun to be on the listen to the radio.
At Santa Barbara City College.
Isaiah got a touchdown. I know Isaiah. That was just so fun.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much for making that happen.
Yeah, no, it's a community. I mean, John Martini and Les Carroll and Dr. Vidalari, y'all sitting in a room together and just basically say, do you think we have enough community support to make it happen? And we do, because, Santa Barbara takes care of Santa Barbara, and the businesses love football. So everybody wins. So I got to get back here again to Massage Green. Woo! Nobody does it better. So anyway, if you don't mind, Joe, like every time you talk about the story about your involvement in sports, it touches you so deeply, and you keep on making references as how it saved you. And would you mind right now sharing, like, what do you go deeper than that with us? Because,
Sure.
Okay.
I think that it's illustrated by having three girls. My biggest nightmare was that they wouldn't have a skill set. They'd get into a marriage, not have maybe the education, or maybe they wouldn't have the ability to, if they got into a marriage, that something happened, that they would be in a dead-end street, and they'd feel compelled that they'd have to be into something. And I would always buy them sports jerseys, whether it be the professional teams or the colleges, for birthdays, for this, because myself as a father, a college education was a must. And that sports, to keep kids healthy and off the streets and their time occupied, mentors, team sports, that was all very, very important to me. And that's where, when I was growing up, I was on the go all the time. It was, I came from a tough neighborhood, came from a tough household, and having that sports to look out into the community and to have that vision, for me, I'm a perfect example of a C student who hires A students to run my business. And why I'm a C student was one of life's mysteries. I'm probably the first case of the ADHD or whatever the case was. I was always, a problem child looking for the next venture in life. So when I was out there and I was looking for things to do and to keep occupied, I had to keep a C average in order. My worst nightmare, take me off the ball field. So I love that camaraderie. It built character and so forth. And that really, when I say saved my life, maybe it's an understatement, but not really. It definitely was one of those things that definitely kept me in focus, kept me out of trouble. And that's really, when I say it saved my life, it kept me onto a course that I'm proud of today.
I know that I have a 9-year-old, and he literally is probably staying in school and doing okay because he doesn't like school. But he stays in there because he wants to play sports. And he, on another show that we did together, you were such a big supporter of the football. He's in flag football, and they just started Friday Night Lights. And I'm proud to say that our team that Teen Sports is sponsoring has won all 3 games so far. Undefeated.
Not that matters.
So they're playing their little hearts out for you and for all of you, because you all have supported that athletics, and so we really appreciate that. So thank you for that. And then one other thing, do you just have daughters?
Well, my partner, we now have a blended family, so we have 3 boys, 3 girls, and 11 grandchildren. But my family is three daughters. Yeah.
My dad had 3 daughters, and he had us in sports constantly, but he was a contractor, so we also learned how to build things. So we all became pretty successful, so it's a good thing.
It is a great thing.
It's an inspiring story about how you talk about your kids and keeping them and yourself. You knew what you had to do to stay in school and be active in sports. And I think sometimes kids, that maybe are academically challenged sometimes lose track of where they can find their niche in school to stay and get the basic education and then do other things, hire A students, to promote their businesses and keep things going. I think that's important, but some people don't realize it until maybe later on, and if they're inspiring to make better choices, they can do it with better ideas and mentoring. So I think it's something maybe all of us should look to do is help. I was a C student, but I wasn't an athlete, but I got involved in other things. I got involved in drama. I got involved in choir, and so that kept me instilled in school because those activities are what motivated me to stay in school. So I just a comment on what you were talking about.
No, and you hit it on the head. And the other part of this equation is that kids today, they just don't get enough exercise. They've got these video games, and now being in the massage business, these kids that are young, there's a thing called text neck because they're sitting there on the video games and on their phone constantly. Sandy and I are very active, and we walk, and we do a lot of things to stay healthy. And I'm like horrified that the kids in the community that we live in now, that they have golf carts and they have motorized scooters and they have the hoverboards, and I'm thinking to myself, my gosh, no wonder these kids are losing their focus, and they're not getting any exercise. They're not even getting outdoors to breathe fresh air. And I just find that we're a community that unfortunately may see our children die before we do. That's a travesty. That's just
community. It's a world.
It's the world in general.
Yeah. And it's so interesting with Massage Green. To me, really part of what you're about is stress release, and that to me is so important for kids. They don't realize how important that stress release is because our body normalizes whatever level that we are stressed out becomes normal, becomes the norm. So when we play sports, we actually get to up it, rev it on the adrenaline boost and so forth. But then there's downtime, and that downtime is so important for the body to rejuvenate. So sports is such a plus.
Put your hands together. Massage Green! Woo! Yeah! Don't get them confused with any other massage. It's green, green, green. All right, this is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. Dominique.
You know what's so fun?
What's so fun?
Doing this show with you, it's like everyone keeps coming in, and as the hour progresses, the room gets fuller and fuller of
people. I know, isn't it nice? We're standing all up now. I know, it's just awesome. We got to wave. We need a can. I always wanted to have the video in the corners as people just flew in and flew out. You got to like that, Dr. D, right? It's like a wave. Yeah. A wave of energy, it's right? And I always get nervous like every show. Like, do we have enough guests? I says, Dominique, everyone's looking at me, you nuts? We have too many guests. I love guests. And the best guests right now are the ones that Andy Gill brings. Woo! Andy Gill! Woo!
I'm super pumped. You guys know how I get when it comes to basketball. My adrenaline starts going a little bit. I actually slept only a couple hours last night because I was up breaking down film. So I get excited, and then I start watching tape, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I got to go to work in 2 hours.
Is that the real reason why you were up late?
Yeah. So I'm very, very excited. Erica, you actually might recognize one of my guests. Isaiah Tapia, right here to my left, came in as a Santa Barbara High School Don a couple years ago, and now he's transitioned over to Santa Barbara City College, and he's one of their best guards.
Nice.
But to begin, I want to introduce Coach Manny Murillo.
Nice, Manny.
Manny Murillo, myself, we've been competing head-to-head since third grade. He went to Dos Pueblos. I went to Santa Barbara High. I played for one team. He played for another. But now we're actually both in the coaching world together, and he works over at the Downtown Boys and Girls Club. And he coaches. I'll let him explain the coaching and the names and a little transitioning. But he's got a really, really sweet basketball opportunity coming up in the next couple weeks that I think all of our youth should definitely be ready for. Coach Manny Murillo, if you don't mind just giving a little history lesson on yourself a little bit.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Thanks, Andy, and thanks to everybody here for having me. I love doing this type of stuff. I love getting the word out, especially when it comes to athletics. So thank you guys for having me.
What I didn't mention, he's used to a studio booth. He used to make some music back in the day, so he's definitely used to being in a radio situation. But continue, man. You said
So I grew up downtown at the Santa Barbara Boys and Girls Club since I was 6 years old. When it came time for me to go to college, I went to CC. I ended up getting hurt. Right after, I ended up volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club when I was about, I did my community service there when I was in high school, and then it came time for me to get a job. And so I walked in there, got hired, and I've been there ever since.
Yeah.
And so now I mentor kids from the ages of 7 all the way up to 17 years old. I'm the assistant athletic director now down there at the Downtown Boys and Girls Club, and I love what I do. I actually mentored Isaiah, since he was younger. He played on my club team. I took them traveling, up and down the coast of California, Nevada, everywhere we go to try to get them exposed, to better basketball. And I'm still at the club now, and now I'm in the starting process of starting my own nonprofit. It's Santa Barbara Pro Skills Academy, and the event that Andy was actually talking about is going to come up on October 2nd, and I'm hosting a NBA shooting clinic. I'm bringing in NBA coach David Nurse, who's coached a lot of top pros in the NBA. He's actually UCLA's shooting coach as well, and like I said, that'll be October 2nd, and I'm really, really excited, to bring that to our community.
Yeah, Manny and I, over the summer, actually had we didn't even know we were both going to be there, but we were both at the USA coaches camp. I walked in, I looked to my left, I'm like, hey, what are you doing here? He looked at me and said, hey, what are you doing here? But it was a really sweet opportunity. We got to watch Team USA right before the Olympics. They were in full practice mode. It's really cool seeing them out there competing, getting after each other, even though they're professionals. I mean, they're all trying to win just as much as anybody else, and when you see the best of the best going at it, it just makes you want to be better. So, Manny, I'm super pumped. Tell me more about the Downtown Boys and Girls Club basketball team.
So we basically have a couple different programs. Right now, what we have going on is we have girls basketball clinics on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:30 to 7. We're really trying to juice up, girls basketball here in town. It kind of fell off for a while, but the girls at the Boys and Girls Club are just as important as the boys. So we're trying to start that up. We're now in our second session for those, and those will be continuing for the next few weeks. And we also do open gym, and it's actually at Santa Barbara High School for the young boys and girls in the community. Anybody can come, boys or girls, from 3rd grade all the way up to high school. So that's going on right now.
Who wants to sign up? A lot of people listen to this show. How do they get a hold of you? What do they do? What do they need to do to sign up?
To sign up, just go ahead and come through our doors. We're at 632 East Cannon Perdido. It's Downtown Boys and Girls Club, and I am there signing up kids for the Pro Skills Academy for the shooting camp. Right now, we're about 75% full for that, so make sure you come in today. Come in today or tomorrow to try to reserve your spot, and same thing for all the other basketball and sports activities we have at the club. Come in.
How much would that cost? And do you guys
for
do
the
any scholarships?
Yes, I am actually, that's one thing that I'm working on right now, trying to get some more scholarships for that. So anybody out there listening, if you want to sponsor some kids from the Boys and Girls Club, go ahead and give me a holler. I'll be down there tomorrow. So that is, the camp is $50, but as of yesterday, the price went up for late registration, and it's now $65. So if you want to enter the camp, that's what that is. If you want to do the clinics, the girls' clinics are only $10 a session, and I run those down there at the Boys and Girls Club as well, and I'm also doing the Page Youth Center basketball clinics over there for boys and girls as well.
Clap it up. Yeah. All right. I want to give Isaiah Tapia and Mr. Tyler Crandall their deserved time. Isaiah, I've had a pleasure of knowing Isaiah for getting close to 10 years now. I used to coach him at Santa Barbara High School. He was part of my very, very first freshman basketball team. And now he is an absolute, he's a gentleman, he's a good person, he's a good basketball player, and he works harder than anybody you will ever meet. This guy goes from smart and final to practice to full-time class to working another job, volunteering at the boys club. This guy literally does it all, and he's an inspiration to a lot of people, even myself. It was really fun. We always talk about Isaiah in the community because a lot of coaches are like, oh man, he was so small. How did he make your team? And I'm like, you don't know this guy's heart. Isaiah works harder than anybody in the world. His senior year, he was all league, first team channel league. We were undefeated. It was crazy. But now he's over at Santa Barbara City College working on his education. And Mr. Tyler, I don't know you, but I'll let you describe yourself in just a minute. But Isaiah, tell me a little about yourself, man. What are the goals for this upcoming season, and how you feeling about everything?
Well, our team's actually looking pretty good from last year. Since last year, we were the only freshman team last year, and everybody else was sophomore nominated. And now that everybody left, we're looking pretty solid this year. So we might have a great record finally since a couple of years.
And that means a lot at the junior college level. That actually is significant, because you'd be surprised. They call it grown man strength in basketball. There's a big difference between a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old. There's a much bigger difference between a 22-year-old and an 18-year-old. So at the junior college level, what Isaiah's talking about is that they've all moved up together, and they're a little bit older. Isaiah, I want you to describe Tyler. Who is Tyler?
Tyler Crandall, he's a good player. He's pretty much every position. He knows every position. He listens, and to be able to play every position like that, he just has to have knowledge and patience, and he's just really poised. And I like playing with him. He's just really smart and likes to pass the ball and shoots really well. So,
all right. Well, hey, we're gonna finish up your session right after this break, but we'll get to you, Tyler, next. All right.
Can I ask a real quick question before we go to break? I just learned the other day. My husband was telling me about when you go to college, and that how when you play football you redshirt, and then you can play 5 years. So how does that work for basketball in junior college?
Exactly the same way.
Is it how many years though? Is it?
So there's a difference between gray shirts and red shirts. Gray shirts means that you're staying below 10 units. A red shirt means you're not playing that season at all. There's a lot of really fine NCAA eligibility stuff that, as a counselor, I have to know. So please talk to me. Please talk to me, because what you really try to do is maximize your entire time in college. Because, like I said, the older you are, the more important it is. So, yeah, that's a great question.
We knew we had the answer to all those questions. Okay, but now we've got a lot of questions for the community. That's it. I tell you, we're going to check out some commercials right now. We got all new commercials we're going to roll out. All right, so enjoy. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. All right, let's go. Next question.
All right, Tyler, we're back. All right, so now it's your turn. Please tell me where you're from, because we know Isaiah's from Santa Barbara. Where are you from?
I'm from Northern Cal in the city of Sacramento.
Nice, cool. And then where did you go to high school?
Right there in Elk Grove of Franklin High School.
All right, haven't heard of it, but it sounds intense.
We were a really deep high school. You know, I got to make my freshman team, but you know, kind of like Michael Jordan, I was cut the next couple of years, and I was really a late bloomer. So
nice, that's awesome.
It took me a while to kind of grow into my body, develop some skills, and that's why I kind of cover all the bases. And I just had passion for the game, like the massage green. He just, you know, sports kept me going. You know, I tried to do other sports as well to try to improve other aspects of different sports. So it's just sports, just kind of keep it going, and that's where I am now. So
that's awesome. And then how did you, out of all the community colleges in the state, there's a lot, how did you pick Santa Barbara City College?
Just, you know,
did they find you?
I found it. You know, I have family to support me and just kind of support my decisions, and I'm glad I made that decision to leap on to a beautiful city, and I don't want to leave.
Yeah. So I know Coach Morris Hodges pretty well, and then I mean there's a lot of teammates that are not here with you guys, just you two. Mm-hmm. As far as shout-outs go and then goals for the season, I mean, is there anybody that we should be looking out for in the paper or newshawk.com or?
Oh, yeah. You know, I have fellow Sacramentans on the team, like Evan Tillman, Dre Butler. We're all from Sacramento, so we're here to represent. And I always have high expectations. You know, we play to win. We're here to compete. We're all passionate and driven. Yeah. And I think we're ready to take the season by storm. Mm-hmm.
Good. And then I have to ask this. I am an academic counselor at Santa Barbara City College. So, I mean, what are the transfer goals, man? What's your major?
I plan on doing communication.
Okay.
I like I said, I like to stay here at in Santa Barbara, possibly UCSB. Definitely glad Isaiah brought me in here because I do have a very big passion for radio broadcasting. So I'm glad I'm here speaking into a mic, and this is all very I'm just absorbing it all. What can I say?
Well, I'll put you in contact with Erica, and she was probably going to say the same thing.
I love co-hosts.
Oh, yeah.
I love co-hosts
Hey, so
representing CC.
very last thing, Manny, as a coach, what's the one thing you tell all your students before we switch on to the next topic?
That you're a student athlete and student comes first.
Yes.
And I was on the opposite side of that GPA, you know, when it came to colleges and stuff like that. And I just tell them, you know, learning from my experience, you know, you want to take care of your business when you can, you know, and focus on school and then academics, and then basketball comes second.
That's it. Well put. Thank you so much. All right. Terri Cooper, Dr. Energy. She looks at me. Hope you're prepared. You're going to be talking about something. I think it's had to do with what? Agua.
As you call it, water.
Water. What do I do?
The rest of us call it water, but Eric calls it water. Yes, I came across this on the internet, and I wanted to share it with folks. It's actually from the Mayo Clinic, and we all know how important it is to stay hydrated. I found this information really interesting. What it says is that drinking water at certain times maximizes its effectiveness on the body. A cardiologist determined that heart attacks can be triggered by dehydration. Did you know that? I didn't know that. You knew that.
I didn't know that, but I believe
Okay. And that drinking 1 glass of water before going to bed avoids stroke or heart attack. Now that felt like something I wanted to let everybody know.
It has to do with electrolytes and
Yes.
getting the balance of electrolytes in the body. That's huge.
It is. And that's really important to have that. I want to talk about other times as well. Some of us have leg cramps at night. And
One of those.
You have a single leg cramp?
I did.
Did you?
And I literally, like, my calf was so, like, hurting so bad. And somebody told, I had just stopped taking a certain vitamin that has a bunch of calcium in it. And they said, it's a lack of calcium. And did you drink water right away? And I said, yeah. I drank a whole glass of water and it went away instantly. It's crazy.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. It was a water Mayo miracle.
It was a water miracle. So your leg cramps are seeking hydration when they cramp up, and that's why you wake up with a Charlie horse. I was married to an Englishman, and I said, oh my God, I've got a Charlie horse. And he said, who's Charlie and why are you seeing him? Because he didn't know what a Charlie horse was. 2 glasses of water after waking up helps activate internal organs. 1 glass of water 30 minutes before a meal helps digestion. And 1 glass of water before taking a bath, this is probably irrelevant for the athletes, helps lower blood pressure. Now, a lot of women, and particularly women, but a lot of people ask, why do you urinate so much at night? This answer comes from a cardiac doctor. He says gravity holds water in the lower part of your body when you're upright, and that's why our legs swell. When you lie down and the lower body seeks level with the kidneys, it's then that the kidneys remove the water because it's easier. Wow. And one other...
I was always wondering that.
Yes. That's what it is.
Drink water today now.
Yes, but you have to do it. And
Thank you for sharing.
We've got cramps. We've got people who pee a lot at night. This is a wonderfully informative show. Don't drink a whole lot of water at one time because our cells can only absorb 4 ounces every half an hour. So you should drink just a little bit every half an hour so that it maximizes as opposed to flushing out of the system. There you go. Nice. So that's what I wanted to share, and thank you, Santa Barbara, for listening.
Woo! Terri Cooper, thank you. Hey, let's take a quick break. We've got a lot more, folks. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. And folks, we are played 4 times a week, so if you miss 9 a.m. on Tuesdays, you can catch us at 11 p.m. Tuesday, Sunday at 2, or Monday at 3 o'clock. And if you listen to the 3 a.m. show, that you're probably trying to reach for that nothing bundt cake in the refrigerator. Woo! I'm kicking boxes, bags. She's crazy. We've got Beverly in the house. How you doing, Beverly? I'm good. Woo! I'm so excited that you're here.
Oh, thank
you know, you and Massage Green have to be the most and I keep saying this because Santa Barbara is so generous, okay? But when we get businesses that come in and you're kind of like, you're a new Santa Barbarian, you know what I mean? You originally from where?
Los Angeles.
LA, and you moved up here, and you're currently living up in the valley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you started your business on, what's the address? Calle Real?
5784 Calle Real.
And you're killing it, and you're doing so good, and I don't think there's a business in Santa Barbara that you haven't made your presence aware. I mean, it's like Erica. The last big thing is put your hands together, every postal person working in this city got a bundt cake. Okay, put your hands. That is that is a lot of cake.
Yes.
Okay, it just doesn't end. I love you. So
we make life sweeter.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
So tell us the story of how you got started.
It was really interesting because I had never liked cake. I never ate cake. And my sister kept saying, you got to taste this cake. So for 3 years, she would bring these bundt cakes to our family events and showers, baby showers, weddings, all sorts of fun things. We had bundt cakes all the time. It was a bundt. And I never had a piece. So about 2 years ago on January 1st, she brought a lemon cake to a party. And my girlfriend, who's a total foodie, had a bite. And she's like, Beverly, there's one piece left. You better eat it. I said, I don't eat cake. Well, I had one bite and that was it. I said, what is this? Yeah. It's so delicious and so good.
That is good.
And here we are. And I was like, we need to put one in Santa Barbara. We need a nothing bundt in Santa Barbara. And lucky and the heavens aligned and they were looking for someone to open one here. And here we are.
I go to Fantastic Sam's now, which is right next to you. I don't care about the hair part. It's just because you have those testers.
Oh, yeah, samples. Always, we
you
always have samples.
They're the best. They're the best.
I can't wait till the gray comes in. I'm like, yay! I'm not going to get those roots done. Free little, that's my little treat, sneaky
It's a
treat.
perfect size. Anyone can stop in anytime. We have samples all day long, and we change the flavor every time the sample tray's done. So it's a new flavor probably every hour on the hour.
Yeah. So anyway, Dr. D and I have a surprise for you. We're going to give you a commercial.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you do so much. It's not. I mean, this is not even a no-brainer. I feel bad now. It's not like I haven't tried for a few months now, but you've had every ailment. I don't know what it is. I'm starting to think.
We're busy. We're so blessed. The community has embraced us.
You've been hoarse and a little sniffle. You've given me a couple of more, but you must have been going to some kind of life coach because you look like you're ready today to knock out those 60 words. It's awesome.
I'm so
got
excited.
Them all right here. I'm so excited.
Yes.
All right, so upcoming events. I don't think a lot of people realize this. If you're a corporation, talk about that because this is exciting.
Oh, coming up. Yeah, we have fundraising for all the schools. We're partnering with the schools. We donate a lot of cake, but we also do fundraising opportunities for the schools. So you can call us and ask for me, Beverly, and we'll set you up on a program where you can raise money for your athletics department, your cheerleading
doing that's
squad.
a DP right now.
We're doing DP, Bishop. We're doing all the schools. We donate.
Nice.
We did a program with the library for kids that went and read over the summer. They all got a coupon. We also are doing the holidays come. We're having pumpkin spice for November.
Nice.
And peppermint chocolate chip for Christmas. So we have corporate partnerships too. So,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, you're awesome.
Yeah. And we did donate a lot to the boys club and the girls club during the summer. We took sample trays to all the kids there a couple times. They got some.
Well, I just wanted to say that talking to someone else that doesn't like cakes, I'm not kidding. Cakes, I do not. I've always been like, please don't make cake.
You're going to start over because the switch has been turned off.
Oh.
You turned it off.
Did I?
Forward.
Yeah.
There you go. Try it again.
Coming from someone who doesn't like cakes, I don't like cakes, and I can only imagine how you feel because even my own mother would make me cakes at my birthday, and I would go, please don't make me cakes. I don't like cake. I'd rather have ice cream. Mm-hmm. And I had a bundt cake because you brought one to the chamber breakfast, and I had it with my breakfast, and it was so good. I am not a cake lover, but I am a bundt lover.
Oh, yay. We love it. We love it. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It was bunterful.
Yes.
Buntalicious.
Buntalicious. I love it.
That's it.
Nothing but the best.
So between now, we're at the end of September. Anything that you want to? Any other announcements?
We're going to be down at the Avocado Festival in Carpinteria, so we'll be there all 3 days.
Nice.
And we're just doing lots of support in the community, whether it's a nonprofit or philanthropy all over.
No. Hey, I gotta put everybody one more time. Woo! But I wanted to give Joe a little bit more time because, we didn't get to talk about his right hand, okay? I mean, and honestly, and she's a beautiful woman, manages everything. I don't think he could be. You tell us. I want to put from your words.
Brenna is really the force between.
Brenna! Yeah! You can't hide. Brenna can't sit in the corner.
She's done such a phenomenal job. It all starts with customer service, and we look at this room as family, but we look at Santa Barbara as all of our family. And being in business for a long time, if you have the best customer service, the rest comes easy. So we just came off National Convention, and Brenna was awarded, the store was awarded the best customer service in the entire country. Of which we're very proud of. Now she's looking for a way how to take this trophy and turn it into a tiara so that she can wear it every day around Santa Barbara. But thank you, Brenna, very much for your passion.
Nice. You wanted to ask one question because we're almost done for another week. You got it.
How can I enjoy bundt cakes and a massage at the same time?
Good question.
Partner. We're good.
Woo! I'm feeling a partnership right now. They're talking. They're doing the whole thing. I love it.
My question, since I'm now on Weight Watchers, is do you have any sugar-free bundt cakes?
We don't, but we have gluten-free.
All right, we're going to do the gluten, and we're going to do the partnerships, and we're going to do a lot of love because Santa Barbara is the only place on the planet to live. God bless Santa Barbara. See you next week.